intake manifold back on, you're going to want to make for sure you get your surface extremely clean. I used a green cleaning pad and a vacuum to ensure I didn't get anything in the left in the deal. And you want to make for sure you use the alignment pins as a guide and set your new gasket in place. I also cleaned off the upper part of the intake manifold with a green cleaning pad, and the same thing, vacuum up any, make for sure you don't get any debris in here. Now what I'm going to do next is place the intake manifold back in place and put the bolts back in. Manifold back on the Mustang. There's a few tricks that you're going to want to know. You have to torque the intake manifold to 89 inch-pounds, which if you don't have a inch-pound torque wrench, then you can use a pound torque wrench, but it's going to be 7.5. And then you go through the sequence once and then come back and do the sequence again, but just turn 90 degrees, do a quarter turn. So here's your sequence: is the inner two bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is the one that you can't see, 11, and then 12. So tighten it down the first time. Here, you can probably see it. I'll have to go through the sequence one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Basically, you're just tightening from the inside out. And go through it once, 89. And there's one trick that you're going to need to know on coming apart is all these bolts are going to be 8 mil. Right here, there's going to be several clips that are easy to pull apart. They just got the press button and they come apart. Your spark plug wire retaining clip just pops right out. There's a wiring harness in the back that has a clip in it. When you take the throttle cables off, this one just pops straight up and pops off. See how the retaining clip is on that? Now this one, this cable is a little bit more tricky. You got to pull some slack in it, slide it off, slide it over the edge is the way I did mine. The way I did it was just slide it over to the edge and rotate. Here, let me see. Get over here where I can do this. Rotate that pin and then it slides out. Once the cable gets low, it slides out, and then the pin, and that's what you're dealing with. And to put it back together, same thing, you just hook it up over here, allow it to rotate around. Oh, I almost need two hands, it's hard to do that with this. You need a little bit of slack here. Almost able to do it with one hand. But yeah, you just rotate it past the point and it'll slide right back in. So that's one of the only tricky parts on this whole thing. Then you've got two vacuum hoses over here. The bolts on your coil pack are 7mm. You're gonna have a retaining clip there on your vacuum booster, on the vacuum going over to your brake booster. EGR valve, that one just pops right out, pretty simple. And that's really all there is to it. Just pull those bolts out, clean the gasket as I indicated before, and there you go.